welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Sips Sports Bar. We're here at 24, I forget the number right now, but West Liberty Avenue. You can find sports. We got a lot of people here. They've been coming here each week. A lot of great guests coming. It's a great day in sports in Pittsburgh. You know I say that every week, but this time I'm not embellishing anything. We got three teams all playing at the same time. Penguins, Steelers, and of course the first place Buccos here. They're playing also. So we're all in with this. We're going to get on with this show. This is the first time we've ever started. Aaron, was it 7:30 or we just miss it? That's the first time ever. It's another BPTV first. I'm going to put that on our Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. We were now up to 669 likes, so I thank you for liking us. And Stephanie's happy, and she won't mention that on air. But we're proud of all of that, and we appreciate you watching us in the neighborhoods. I've been getting reports while I'm out there in the public, everywhere from north, south, east, and west, even in the city of Pittsburgh. People are watching Verizon 32 or YouTube, and of course, Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. So thank you. Thanks to BPTV and Dave Cable. The great intern, John, he's here, taking the place of Devin. He's handling two things here. He's multitasking. And we always have the legendary Aaron Ward, who does the camera work and makes us look even better than we are, or so we think. So thanks. We have our show where we start with what's on our mind, and we're going to do that right now. All right, Chip Hayner, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Alan's right. It's been an amazing week in sports this week. Look at that. The Pitt Panthers awoke from the dead. They stomped an opponent that they should have.
The Lobos.
A round of applause for the Pitt Panthers. And I'll tell you what, Tyler Boyd is giving the Pitt Panthers a reason to watch them. This kid is an explosive football player, and he's just scratching the surface now. And I know, not one of Jim's favorites, you know, because he's a former Clareton Bear, but let's give the young man his props. Look at the Pirates. They've broke the streak. 82 wins. They did that last Tuesday night, and now here we are sitting at 87 wins. 13 games left, and the Pirates are tied for first place with St. Louis. We're in the midst of a pennant race, something this city hasn't seen since 1992. It's a lot of fun. The next couple of weeks are going to be some great, exciting baseball. Myself, I'll be spending quite a bit of time down at PNC Park this week. I'll be there Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I'll follow it up with the Steeler game Sunday night. So I'm going to have quite the sports-filled weekend. But I just got to tip my hat to the way the Pirates have played this year, and also the way the Pirates organization has treated the fans. Welcomed them all back after years of being the object of ridicule and scorn. If you haven't been to PNC Park lately, they definitely roll out the red carpet for you, and they're every bit as classy of an organization as the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But that's what's on my mind, Alan.
Thanks, Chip. You covered a lot of ground, and I'm right with you on that. So we're going to go to Smoking Jim Frazier now. What's on your mind?
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
I think I got the pen.
you got to see Levine. And I tell you what, everybody wanted me to give an update. Everybody keeps hounding me for an update, so I'll give you an update. Gateway is 3-0, and Steel Valley lost 55-7. But hey, I always want to start.
Oh, that little Z fell over.
I always want to start off the show by giving a shout out to my main man, Dan the Man. He makes the best coffee on the planet. If you like coffee, order a cup from Dan. You won't be disappointed. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses. Kelly and Brandy wave to all your fans.
Oh, there's Brandy. Hi.
If you haven't done so already, please grab a menu. Last week I had the best meatball hoagie I ever had in my life, and it's because of the chef. The Chef Pete is in the back. Also, I always want to thank the owners, Mark and Tina, for having us here each and every week. And I love the ladies. And we got some of the most beautiful models on the planet here tonight. Give all the beautiful models a great hand.
How about
I love my country. I love my country. country, but we're never going to get out of debt if we keep giving bums like Tony Romo a $100 million contract. Tony Romo couldn't lead silent prayer. Tony Romo sounds like a place where you go get a real good steak. Listen, before Romo, Dallas was known as America's team and known for having Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Roger Staubach, Hall of Fame quarterback. Troy Aikman, Hall of Fame quarterback. Tony Romo, Hall of Shame quarterback. Tony Romo not only chokes at the end of football games, he makes bad decisions. The worst decision he ever made was he broke up with the beautiful Jessica Simpson. Where they do that at? How about them Cowboys? Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers got 6 Super Bowl rings. Dallas got 5 Super Bowl rings. And as long as Tony Romo's their quarterback, America's team will never be as good as the Steeler Nation. Thanks.
I agree with that.
All right.
We got a great crowd. They're interrupting Smoking Jim while I'm trying to hear again. Well, what's on my mind is I got to take it down a couple notches because we do some volunteer promoting here. The Brentwood Fire Department on Brightwood. They're going to do a car cruise there October 6th. So make sure you check it out. If you go to the Buggy Bath Car Wash, you can get a $2 donation they'll give for each car wash that you get there. So think about that. And then what's on my mind is just enjoying how the Pirates are in a pennant race. Think about that for a couple seconds. We're talking first place, which you can't mock that anymore. They are there. They did lose 4 in a row, but they come back. Look, Morneau, he even had a game-winning hit. Bird's been knocking the cover off of the ball, driving in runs and everything else, so you got to give the Pirate management a little bit of credit. I can't believe I'm saying that because I've been a disgruntled fan for so long, but we have 12 games left. Burnett's still pitching a shutout. We're in the 2nd inning, so that's a good, or 3rd inning, the latest update here. So these are all good things. Now people are all worried about the Steelers and everything that's going on there. Who knows? They had to hire a center, so now we'll have a center. Maybe we can get some blocking up front. And I wish Willie Colon was back here so we'd have the blocking and tackling on the offensive line. So we do need a little bit of a running game, but what I think is they should just have Haley sit in the side and just script those plays and let Big Ben draw up the game plan right as he plays. And just let him go. I mean, you have one of the best quarterbacks, in the league. No offensive line for his whole career. Just let him have a little fun and hit these guys. Let's go Steelers. Penguins, I didn't mention the Penguins are playing too. And the Pirates. So enjoy the sports run that we're having right now, folks. And now we're going to go to our next segment where we bring up the guests. And we're going to do that now. We have a Pittsburgh Force player. I want to bring her up. Now, the Pittsburgh Force, we've been trying to help this women's football team, and we have Jermaine here. Why don't you tell everybody who you are? Welcome to our show.
Hello, my name is Tremaine Rogers. I'm the new addition to the Pittsburgh Force, actually, this year.
Are you a rookie? Or have you played before?
I've played before for the other Pittsburgh team. We won't get them no shout out, but
no, we can say the Passion because we're fans of the Passion, and
okay,
I may have seen you play with the Passion. We've watched games.
With them for
Definitely.
the past 8 years, actually, starting middle linebacker.
And one of our guests that you'll meet later on, Little Z, he's actually not little. I just gave him a nickname. That's Zach Brenner. He's actually related to Teresa Kahn.
Oh, okay.
Their grandfather back in the day, few people in Pittsburgh heard about Billy Kahn, and that's how the relation is. So, little history there for you.
I want to look up his roots.
If you could read a book on history, buddy, we'd show you that. All right? We'll get the book out. And your name, Tremaine?
Tremaine.
Tremaine. I was mispronouncing it. Tremaine.
Tremaine Rogers.
Okay, I didn't mean to mispronounce that. What position do you play?
Linebacker, tight end, wide receiver, defensive end, center, wherever I need to be at.
Wow.
I play it all.
Smoking Jim, how'd you miss this player
I
here?
know.
It's cool.
And how long?
Are you the new secret weapon?
Definitely.
All right. And then this will be next year. We're looking for you guys starting to play again, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, how come you're not with the Passion then? You know I got to ask one tough question.
It's just time for a change a little bit. My son is actually playing high school football now, so I wanted to take a break a little bit to give him some support.
Hold on, we got to have a timeout right here. This is one of the best NFL scouts. He gets more kids into college.
Really?
Termaine, Smoking Jim Frazier, tell him where your son plays,
Nice to meet you.
and hopefully it's not Steel Valley.
No, it's Perry High School, my alumni.
Wow. They got a great running back, Reed, this year.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
See, he
Got,
knows.
got Rutherford's little cousin's the quarterback over there.
Yeah, I was there when he was up there.
Yeah. Okay.
What position does your son play?
Corner and wide receiver.
And what year is he in?
He's his 10th year, his first year playing for the
Ah, okay.
Check him out.
Well, Smoking Jim will keep an eye on him. He
Yes,
watches a
please.
lot of film. He only watches 2 games every day.
Watch
Full
him have to
games.
hijack him out the gateway.
Right. He's a recruiter for Gateway.
Oh, okay.
So, well, not officially, but we can't say that.
I can't say no to good coaching from anywhere, so any help is definitely.
Well, there's the guy to see. Now that you know, talk to Smoking Jim Frazier.
Got plenty of addresses in Monroeville for you.
My grandfather resides there, so that's easy.
There you go.
Now you're talking. We got a connection right there. I think a job may be appearing out in Monroeville now.
Hey, hopefully.
You never know what happens here. But what position do you prefer to play?
Middle linebacker.
Ooh.
Do you? You like to hit people?
Come on, I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. You know,
Yeah,
still city
that's what I did.
defense.
I like the,
I punish people.
I knew we'd like you being on the show here. No, that's great.
Yes.
Well, how long have you played? Is
It'll be going on my 9th year.
9 years.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes, it is.
And you're still healthy and
Actually, yes, by the grace of God. Yes.
good.
Yes.
No, that's great. And when does the season start? Do you know that? So you can tell people to follow this or?
We actually start practice in January, but our first official games don't start until April.
Okay. Well, we're going to keep in touch, Termaine. I appreciate
you.
it.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being on our show.
Thank you for
You want to
having me.
tell them how to
Appreciate
get a
it.
hold of the Pittsburgh Force or anything?
Oh, we're actually on PittsburghForce.com, or you can go to Facebook and link us up there as well.
And don't forget to like us on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. We'll promote this. It'll be on YouTube. It's on Verizon 32 all over the area. And I put the videos up, and they'll get your contact information, and we can
Yes,
send that to you.
Actually, be looking out. We're also having a tryout again next Saturday. If anybody else wants to come and try out for the team,
Well, tell them where.
Where's the tryout going to be?
it's on Kirkpatrick Street. I do.
On
Okay,
the
they,
hill.
they told us. Up on the hill.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Well, thank you again,
Yeah,
Termaine.
maybe it's
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
You
Good
guys.
luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
How about this? We get a guest, guys. I'm trying to work on shirts for you guys. Look what he got me, a
All
Steel
right.
City Angels
All
shirt.
right, good job.
Now this, if you haven't heard of Jerry Chipinelli, then you're not a Pittsburgher.
You're not a Pittsburgher.
There's no doubt about it. Whoa, thank you for that shirt. Look at that.
That's the new one.
I'll wear it backwards so I can promote the Angels. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Nice to see you,
Appreciate
Alan.
you making
Pleasure.
it. We had some fun at the Kumite Classic.
Oh my God. We had fun everywhere we go.
Definitely.
We've been friends 35, 40 years.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
were here when Billy Conn used to fight.
No, you got me by 1 year on that one.
Oh, okay.
1 year.
Billy Conn trained me.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Don Kingsley has.
Wow.
I boxed Fitzy Zivic and Billy Conn.
Get out. That's what the great
They
ones.
taught me to fight.
Really? Wow. I never
I had
knew
short
that.
arms. They used to punch my arms to make my arms harder.
Really?
See, you didn't know the talent. this
Larimer
man
Avenue.
has.
They were down Larimer Avenue. They were always down in Larimer Avenue. Billy Conn lived down all over there.
Wow. See, I never
Right.
knew
The
that.
Pittsburgh Kid.
Yeah.
Wow. The greatest.
Oh, and Fritzy
The
Zivic.
original.
My dad knew him. My dad was friends with him.
Fritzy?
Yes.
Oh,
Over the years. Oh, yeah.
Fritzy was so cool. When
He's
he
one of a kind.
when
Before
he-
he got sick, and he actually had Alzheimer's and was in the VA for years, too. And that was sad.
He retired and he went to work for American Heating Company.
And you know, who
So-
can?
Who can? American.
My trainer used
My
to say
trainer
that.
used to say that.
He's my straight man
He
today.
did.
I know.
And I
We
used to-
talk about it all the time.
I saw home improvements with him. I was a kid.
You're a
And
kid.
I went with Fritzy.
Really?
Wow.
We sold windows and doors
Man,
for
you should write a
Permalite.
book, Jerry. You should write a
Oh,
book.
I am writing a book.
I didn't know that.
I've been writing a book for 5 years.
Jim will be your ghostwriter.
And the Angels are in the book. The Steel City Angels are in the
Well,
book.
let's tell us a little bit about the Angels.
Right, the
'cause
Steel
that's
City.
what's-
Are we on? I didn't even know we're on.
Oh, we've been on.
we've been on. Well,
We've been
first,
on.
let's go back one step. We run
I
such
didn't see
a.
that right. I didn't see that
We don't
right.
have to. This is how we do it. It's like a stealthy type camera. Out of BPTV, we've been on. What you should do is tell the people who you are
Okay.
and what's going on.
Well, I'm Jerry Chipinelli. I'm the CEO of the Steel City Angels, America's #1 dance company. And you notice we didn't say America's team like those
Yes,
other
sir.
guys.
Yes, sir.
We're
This
the
is
number-
Pittsburgh.
19. We're in business 34 years.
Wow.
We started back at the Holiday House in Monroeville.
That's
Nice.
it. We're in God's country.
Yes.
That's taking us back. a
And the
little way.
VIP.
Whoa, there
And
you
we
go.
used to do all the shows for all the nightclubs when Pittsburgh had
remember.
nightclubs.
Right.
Remember
It
when
was
Pittsburgh had
jumping. Yeah,
nightclubs?
70s were
remember them well.
popular.
And that was we were in demand all the time. My good friend, you know him, Cos Sarapair.
Yeah, I do.
He brought us into the VIP, and Herman Hartman and all the Cervicos. And so we worked like 4 nights a week. I used to carry 38 girls in my show.
Wow.
And
He was once 6'4".
and I got shorter.
That happened.
Yeah, I know.
All those girls.
All the girls. There's 3,500 retired Steel City Angels.
Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
On the active squad right now, there's 28.
Hold it, we have one in the house.
We
Who's
have
that?
one in the house, Ashley Hoffman. Come on up.
No, we'll bring her up in a few minutes. She's,
All right.
she's holding Joe LeVar's daughter, so.
And I have Joe LeVar is our solicitor for the Steel City Angels. He takes care of all the girls, any problems they have with legal problems, and me.
Hopefully
Joe,
not too many.
no,
Okay.
once in a while. But the Angels, we're on
We're
our
all
way.
positive here.
We're
Everything's
all
good.
positive. We're on our way to Disney.
When?
We're going to be in Disney World October 5th at 4 o'clock in downtown Disney. We were the most requested show to go to Disney World. So many people worked in Disney World from Pittsburgh. And
know that.
we were there in 2009. And they requested us to come back, and we're all going down. I'm taking a week's vacation.
Are you?
Oh, I'm going to
Tell them
Merlin.
where you work at.
Where do-
We'll show a shameless promotion. You know I do that one. Well, you don't know, but I do that.
Do what?
I think you work somewhere or have some
I don't work.
insurance.
Oh, I'm an insurance agent, yes.
Okay. You notice how I said insurance.
Life and health insurance. You're from the South.
Yeah.
I do life and health insurance. I give out Steelers schedules.
Whoa, we got schedules now.
I've been in insurance since a long time.
Okay.
And I started out as a house-to-house collector in East Liberty, Homewood, Brushton.
We'll compare notes. I was a prudential agent for a few years,
Were you?
and I was a captive agent, and they call a captive agent you have to collect money, and it was in Washington, PA. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I did that for a few years because somehow we got laid off at the Pittsburgh Press back in '87. But
remember.
that's another story.
That's another story.
For another day.
But you've been my friend forever.
Long
we
time.
went through a lot of stuff. We've been in nightclubs and
Many neighborhoods, a lot of mutual friends here.
Y'all been on Homewood and Brushton together.
Homewood, Brushton.
Yeah, and come out of it too.
I used to collect insurance in a big white Cadillac. I had so much fun in Wilkinsburg, and the guy that used to ride in my car, as a little kid was John Thompson, the mayor.
Wow.
Wilkinsburg now, yes.
Wow.
Because I work in political action committees too. I ran his campaign. But when he was small, he was a child. He
Oh,
lived
sure.
on Maple Street. And he had 8 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
And Dorothy, his mother, said, take some of the kids with you while you're riding around. Keep babysitting.
What?
So I would ride around with all the kids.
And then come.
Then go up to East Hill Shopping Center, everybody eating on me. Because they used to
Wow,
help
those
me.
were the days.
Oh, I had so much fun, and that's where I learned families, individual families. And then we had Homewood, Brushton, and Wilkinsburg, and we had the best party in the world. When they sold the company after 7 years, and the
Right.
guy came in, he said, no more Cadillacs, you can't carry guns no more, and no more long hair. I said, I quit. I said, I quit. I had T.O. as my partner, and if you remember Sonny and the Premiers,
Yeah.
he played in the band. It was
Wow.
Sonny and T.L., and we formed my own agency, and I've been in business ever since.
Wow.
They told us you can't do that no more. We took all the customers with us.
We'll give a number where they can reach you, and then we'll move on to more Steel City Angel
You
talk.
can reach me at area code 412-793-1443. That's our headquarters for the Steel City Angels and for JC Company, which is my life insurance agency. Of course, a lot of people know me from politics, too.
We're not going to talk too much politics.
Well,
That'll be another show,
I
but
gotta
you can give us
one
a
about
story.
Politics.
All right,
Politics. I'll
give us
you
a
one about-
story.
When we did Max Baer, his name was not Max Baer,
Right.
the judge.
Not the boxer.
Not the boxer.
Okay.
But his
Who
name
was named Max
His
Baer.
name was David Maximilian Baer, so we changed his name to Max Baer, and we got him elected.
Wow.
And that was my claim to fame years ago. So I've been working in politics, but some of the politicians, when you work in politics, you have a lot of low friends in high places.
Well said. Well said.
Or high friends in low places.
Well, he didn't want to go there.
Yes. Well, I appreciate coming on the show.
Well, we're glad to have you here, and we'll bring up your angel here.
Ashley
All
Hoffman
right,
is
we'll
one of
do a
our best
little
Steel
interview.
City Angels.
Ashley, welcome to our show. Why don't you tell everybody who you are? Smoking Jim Frazier,
Hi,
Chip the
Ashley.
Prophet Hayner.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Ashley Hoffman, a Steel City Angel dancer. Yeah.
Okay, and you're a Steel City Angel for how long?
I've been with Steel City Angels for 4 years.
And you've traveled around with them then?
I have.
Where have you been?
We've been to Ocean City twice. We've gone down to Disney in 2 weeks. But that's all I've been with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ocean City, New Jersey or Maryland?
Maryland. Fireman's Parade.
Well, that's good. Do you do modeling also, or is this just your...
No, I don't do the modeling. I'm just a dancer.
Okay, because
Yeah.
some of them that I've met before, they have modeling
Modeling,
and
yeah.
dancing, singing, all kind of
The
things.
whole 9 yards.
Definitely. Well, then you have a day job, I'll assume?
I do. I have a day job. I'm actually working
Can you
at
mention it?
Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's another Pittsburgh company.
Yeah, definitely. It's everywhere.
Definitely.
It's everywhere. No.
No, well, we don't want to do that, but I appreciate you coming on our show,
Thanks.
and we'll look forward to seeing you in other events.
Absolutely.
And good luck in your trip to Disney, and have a lot of fun there.
All right, thanks, guys.
Here's one of our guests, Joe LeVar.
How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
I usually see you on Facebook, but
Yeah.
now I got a chance to meet you.
We're Facebook friends,
Friends
so
every
on
day.
Pittsburgh Sportsline Facebook, all these guys like that. So we've made friends out there, and we post different things back and forth.
Right.
Now, who's this young lady here?
This
Because
young-
she's going to break the record for an age. We've had as young as 8 years old.
Olivia.
Olivia, nice to meet you. Tell the folks
How old you are?
how old you are.
5.
That girl.
And now, do you want to say anything to your mom? You could say hi to your mom. She's not here right now, but she'll see this.
She'll see it on TV and on the radio.
All you got to do is say,
Just say hi,
Mom.
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Say, I love you. Okay.
Hi, Mom.
All right, now we got to
All right.
talk to your dad.
Okay, kids. Okay, so.
Tell us a little bit about
Sure.
you first.
Well,
We're
besides-
here to promote you a little
Well,
bit.
thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
being on our show.
Well, I'm one of those attorneys. I own the Flaherty LeVar Law Group, and we're in downtown Pittsburgh
here.
in the Allegheny Building. And I'm also one of the owners of the Groceria Italiana,
I've seen
which
that.
is an Italian store in Bloomfield.
Oh, I love
and we're
that place.
famous for our ravioli. And my brother actually runs. My brother Jimmy runs the store, and my 83-year-old mother, who was written up in the Tribune Review on Friday, she works there and she runs my brother. So everybody.
There you go. So it's a nice family operation
exactly
there.
right.
And good food, too.
That's right. They said, "What does your mother do at the store?" And anybody that has an Italian mother knows all she does is point. And whenever, and I'm a good friend of Jerry Chippinelli's. We're like brothers, and I help him with the Steel City Angels. And the best part of it is Tina
Okay.
from Sips
Right.
is my cousin. So we're covering all the bases.
You
We're
covered-
loving everybody tonight.
And you know Mark and
Yes,
everything else for
that's
years
right,
like
for
I
years,
do.
exactly.
And what do you think of Sips now?
I can't believe that this is Sips Bar.
There you go.
You know, when we were kids, I went to South Hills Catholic High School, which is Seton LaSalle.
Right.
And we used to sell tickets. in order to pay for the football team. Now, what we used to do is stand out in front of the door and wait for certain people that maybe had a couple too many drinks. And we'd sell a lot of tickets. But now it's a class joint. I don't even know how to act in this place.
Well, you acted pretty well.
So
I'll
thank
tell your
you.
mom that. I'll give a good report.
That's right.
I don't want you getting yelled
Listen,
at, my friend.
She'll ground me.
Okay, we don't need that. But thanks for being
Hey,
on our
thanks
show.
for
Hey,
having me.
one
I
thing
appreciate
before you
it.
go, Joe,
Yes,
I never
sir.
forget a handsome face.
Yes.
I interviewed you one time at the Golden Gloves when you was running for judge for
That's
Jimmy
right.
Sabetti.
That's right. There you go. We're good.
And there's
Thank you
another
very much.
legend in the area.
There it is,
Jimmy,
huh?
there's nobody better in
Nobody-
Golden Gloves.
None of a classier act around. You know
Exactly. Livia, you got to go.
Goodbye.
We'll see you.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Yeah, thanks,
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
All right.
Can you hold that up? I don't know if they can see that on the camera.
Wow, look at that.
Now your mom can see it twice. And this will be out within the next day. Livia, thanks again. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you very much.
Daddy,
Up high. Down low. Way to go. All right, we always have a little discussion on Pittsburgh sports and more that we didn't talk about so far. So we're going to kick it off at halftime with some sports talk here. Chip, what do you got on your mind here in the
All right,
halftime
so,
show?
You know, our halftime show, it's the NFL season. We're getting ready to watch the Steelers take it to the Bengals tonight. As I predicted last Tuesday night, I believe the Steelers are going to hand it to the Bengals tonight. The true Bungles will come out and shine through. But here's what's on my mind. How many more players have to go walk around with a permanent limp because of the rule changes that they've made in the NFL? And in the interest of trying to make the game a safer game for players, more and more people every week are getting carted off the field on stretchers or in carts. And who knows if they'll ever be able to play again, And if you ask players, 10 out of 10 players would tell you they'd rather be hit high than have their knees taken out, because basically that ends their career. They've got to figure out some way of making the game safer for players, because more people are getting crippled by the week. And, I think it's reached epidemic proportions.
Oh, it's going to get worse. There's no doubt about it. Smoking Jim, what's on your mind here, buddy?
Hey, thanks, Al. And I just want to give another shout out to Aaron Ward and intern John. I tell you what, BPTV charges over $3,500 for people to come out on location, and they come out to volunteer for our show. So we really appreciate it, greatly appreciate it. For everybody that likes to play with the bets on Thursday night, Monday night football, I'm undefeated so far, so I got to give my Monday night pick. Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. I believe the Steelers are still going to go 10-6 and make the playoffs, but unfortunately, they'll lose tonight.
Hold it. Is this a lead cinch pipe?
There's too much Steel Valley in the Steelers right now.
No. I gotta disagree. We're winning that game tonight. Where's that football? I'm seeing hockey. I'm seeing the Pirates. McCutcheon's going up the bat. There's way too much here, Smoking Jim. I do want to say Smoking Jim invited me out to watch boxing, and we saw a lot of stuff going on that night. In the boxing match, I don't know, I was all on the Money Mayweather, and he just outclassed Canelo, no problem throughout the fight. Boxing, it's not the style of fighting that maybe you enjoy, but he just boxed the whole fight, and the kid never could get a clean shot on him. Once or twice he got a couple hits on him, but it didn't change the scoring there, except for that one judge. That was so outrageous with that judge. When I saw the paper the next day that it was even on her card, I told you it wasn't close after the second round.
Yeah, you sure did.
And we had China with us, folks. Woo! China was there with us. So, and watch her SC TV with Smoking Jim Frazier, Alicia Sparks, and what's that, Kevin Ellerby?
Okay.
All right. Anything else for halftime here? We cover enough there? All right. All right, we covered our halftime show, and we're going to go back to our guests. We still got a lot of great guests to get on the show here tonight. That's it for halftime.
Gentlemen, I missed you.
Well, thanks for coming back. We missed you too.
Welcome back. Great to see you.
Well, tell all your growing fan base here who you are and what's going on right now, Lish.
My name is Lish Danielle Hutchins. I'm an actress, vocalist, model. I sell insurance too. That's my day job. That's funny.
Whoa, I didn't know. Who do you sell insurance for?
Grace Robinson by way of State Farm.
I just saw her yesterday with the lady that you know and her daughter Danielle.
Joanne Forrester Rank, yeah.
Because it was her birthday, and
Happy birthday,
and John
Joanne.
Panaris put that on my Facebook page because we were talking sports.
That's right.
So I can drop names, and I didn't realize you worked for Grace.
Yeah, you know some pretty awesome ladies, don't you?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Definitely. But thank you for your compliment.
No. Right, because you're an awesome person. That's right, Al.
I know. There's another lady shaking her head in the back there who puts that on Facebook. There, so. Well, Smoking Jim saw your shoes the other day, and you didn't bring an extra pair to show
No,
him.
I'm sorry. I came from work, so I've got my comfy heels on. I
Okay,
usually wear
we
heels.
won't talk shoes then.
I do love shoes, though, so if you've got 7-inch heels and you need to learn how to walk in them, call me up.
7-inch heels. They sound deadly.
They are. I actually did a movie, just finished wrapping a movie in October where I was I don't know how to say this. I was an alien in a woman's body who had a relationship with another alien in a woman's body. Sci-fi flick, everyone.
Oh, well, I like sci-fi.
There you go.
So that's good. I understood what you were talking.
There you
You
go.
said it perfectly. I think that we understand
It was
that.
over my head.
Yeah.
Smoking Jim didn't catch that. He missed the shoes. He left with the shoes.
But no, I actually got to use a pair of 7-inch heels as a weapon.
Wow.
So that was
We'll have to
fun.
watch that movie. Is it out?
It will be out in November. Local Pittsburgh film. They'll be released out. Movie theaters out in McDonald. Another thing coming out.
Okay.
My web series, Internet Famous.
Okay.
So that's coming out. Still
Do you
coming
need
out in
any
October.
sports co-hosts on a show like that?
We actually are looking for a local celebrity.
Well, I know a few of us right here.
I'm saying
Don't look too far.
who is ready to do some dialogue. You know, you'd be an
Oh, we
asset.
script this all the time.
Script.
This is all scripted.
Oh,
We
you're
don't.
all just winging it.
No,
Naturally
no,
improvers.
we talk.
No? You talk. They're talented people. They're talented.
Yeah, it isn't scripted. We say that each week. You caught on. I can't fool you.
I don't know who could write Smoking Jim's lines.
He does. He's actually a Golden Quill Award-winning author.
Even Jim doesn't know
He
he's
wrote
going to say
columns.
that.
Definitely.
One time go. He's like
And
that.
what would happen on this series that you're doing? When's that coming out? Where do you
Coming
film?
out in October. We filmed it. It's all over Pittsburgh locations. A lot of it. You'll get tons of Pittsburgh humor, of course.
Sure.
The Trib is one of the highlighted newspapers in the series. Go to internetfamousshow.com, and that's the landing site, even though we'll run it through the YouTube and other areas. If you go to internetfamousshow.com, you'll be able to watch this series.
See, and she knows to repeat it because I'm hard of hearing, so she tells everybody twice.
And we're airing the first and second episode. We're premiering that together. And if you don't love it by then, just watch it anyway.
She operates like me. That's why I like you, Lish. Do you follow any sports here?
Well, I was really excited that we were playing the Bengals.
Okay.
I want to bet against you, but you know your stuff. I'm
I'm betting
always
against
rooting.
them.
I'm
Here,
always
we'll
rooting.
shake. I'm betting against them.
Okay.
Steelers
They can
tonight.
pull it out.
Steelers. Definitely. Don't be worried about him.
I try, he's
He's
got
tough.
those eyes on me. And I'm looking forward to the Pens preseason.
Are you?
Yeah,
You watch some
yes.
hockey?
I got to watch some yesterday while I attend barn wait tables. I do a lot of things.
No
people.
way.
I do a lot of things. But yesterday at Cafe Sam on Baum Boulevard, nice little restaurant, and
There you go.
got to watch some of the game. So I was excited. I'm ready. I'm ready for sports. I'm ready for the cold weather.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
You actually want the cold weather.
Well, you know what? When you're as small as me, not too much fits, and I just don't mind being covered up. Otherwise, I get too hot. And
We're going to have to get you off of the show because Smoking Jim
I
is...
gotta go.
You got him going there.
I do. It's just like everything just falls. I'm lucky to layer up, so it doesn't look like everything's
That's
too
your
baggy.
secret here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your insurance outfit.
Yeah, Yes, when you come over, I greet you with a smile, sell you 1, 2, maybe 3 policies.
And what insurance did you sell today?
I sold an auto policy, some renter's insurance, and I closed 2 vehicle loans. Yeah, State Farm has a full-service bank, everyone. We do everything for you. And I do vehicle loans, got a good rate going on. Prime is 2.89, and if you own
Oh, wait, your boss is going to have to fund this sponsorship here. You went over the limit on even my shameless promotion. You tell Grace and Danielle that after meeting them, I didn't even ask them about their business yesterday. We just blew out the candles.
They didn't
and
even
ate food.
Well, yeah,
And if I would have known you worked there, I would have asked about what kind of agent you are.
I'm the secret weapon.
All right, secret weapon. It's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
We'll look for your show.
Oh, thank you.
And you're welcome back anytime.
Yay.
Go Steelers,
Take
go
care.
Penguins.
Go Steelers.
And go
Here we
Buckeyes.
go.
You got to watch the Pirates a little. We got Bill Boyce back. Bill, I want to thank you for all the great photos and all the things that you do here.
Oh, no
and
problem.
supporting us and putting the stuff out on Facebook. Putting that Pittsburgh Sports Line on Facebook information. We appreciate that. And they missed it. Stephanie, you missed it. Oh, they still missed it again. Hey, what were you eating back there? I heard you talking to Smoking Jim.
Oh, I got one of them baked sweet potatoes, butters, a little salt and pepper, and some sour cream. I'm almost in hog heaven. Yeah.
You can tell he's a chef there. He could probably cook up a few there. What would you eat with baked sweet potatoes?
Oh, gotta be collard green and barbecued ribs. Don't get much better than that.
When you open that restaurant?
You know, I've had two. I've had people here in Pittsburgh talk to me about opening a restaurant. That's too much like work.
Yeah, and you might as well, for anybody that hasn't watched the show, tell them what you do, because you're a master photographer. And
I'm an international award-winning master photographer. I'm a chef. I currently have 2 published cookbooks. I've had music. I've written and arranged, performed at Carnegie Hall. And as much as I try to support my Steelers here in Pittsburgh, I'm definitely a Broncos and a Colts fan as well. But
okay,
when it comes to hockey, you can't beat the Pins.
Yes, sir.
There we go. We got some good sports. Well, thank you. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, guys.
Glad you're in good health again.
Thank you.
This is Felicia Ann.
Hello.
She's one of the ones that promotes Pittsburgh Sports Line on Facebook, and we appreciate all that. Hopefully we hit
Very
670 likes. Did we get another like by any chance?
We're going to go for 700.
All right. Well, we're on your mission to hit 1,000.
706.
We're going to break Hank Aaron's record of 755.
Ped's free. Ped's free.
The home run leader.
So how are you now? What's going on?
I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little bit better. I was dealing with some very serious sinus issues, but lots of green tea, some crushed garlic, and lots of veggies.
If you need some healthy foods and things, Smoking Jim, Felicia Ann's the one right here.
Oh, yes. I do a lot of studying of food, eventually going into some studying for a nutritionist degree.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So our meatball hoagies aren't what we should be eating here, ladies.
No, definitely not in my course of meal, that's for sure. Unfortunately.
I did have my salad today. I try to mix up
A couple
my salad
years
and
ago, I would have definitely chowed down on a meatball hoagie, but.
Well, what else do you got going on with modeling or anything else in that venue? Or
Currently working on some calendar projects for the Good Luck Girls. And
Good Luck Girls. We didn't hear about that group.
That's a project Bill Boyce is working on for the troops, the Patriot.
Oh, okay.
Always a worthy cause.
Nice. Well, that's good.
Still editing for Be Yourself magazine.
And where can we find Be Yourself magazine?
BeYourselfMagazine.com.
There you go. See, I ask easy questions here. Well, there you have it from Wonder Woman, Felicia Ann. Thanks for being on our show. You're looking rather feisty here, little Z.
Man, I've been sitting there getting roasted all dinner.
Have you? I didn't notice. What's going on here? What's on your mind? Tell the folks.
Well, I am from Still Valley, folks. Born and raised. 29 years is where I spent most of my days. But I was trying to Google some information on Gateway, and nothing was coming up. Like nobody even went to that school.
And somebody blocked it.
Note.
You mean somebody blocked it on Google? We're gonna investigate
and then
that.
I went to Wikipedia. I went to Urban Dictionary, and every time I typed in Gateway High School, bust came up. BUSD. So. Hey, you know what? I'm all about getting kids to the next level. So if Gateway, if they're putting their 22, 23-year-old men into college, more props to them. You know, we got.
See, Zach, the problem that you're having that you don't know about Gateway so much is Jim's mentor, the great legendary coach Pete Annamarino.
Yes, sir.
He was a legend in Western Pennsylvania football. So, you know, I mean,
well, we got some legends in Still Valley too. George Novak, Bill Churpak. Like we got some firepower coming from the Valley too. Bill Churpak coaches at Thomas Jefferson. Novak coaches at the Wolverina at Woody High. So I mean, right there are two of the most prestigious coaches in the Whitfield right there.
But didn't they achieve their greatest success after they left Still Valley?
Hey, you have to start somewhere. Hey, listen, I achieved all my greatest success after I left Still Valley too. So you know what?
Let's stop this debate.
But I'm just going to pull your chain a little bit.
Wait, that's enough of the debate here.
We got
What's really on your mind here? The Steel Valley, I know, is always on your mind, but I'm talking beyond that. I know you got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, tonight we got the Steelers going, we got the Pirates going, and we got the Penguins going. And right now it's not looking so good for the Penguins, but it is an exhibition game, and those things don't count to Al Levine, the talking machine.
Exactly.
So, hey, we're going for safety. Let's not play them. Let's just not play any exhibition games. Let's just go straight in and see what the injuries would be if we went straight to the real deal.
Now you understand, little Z. This is what I'm trying to mentor you on. I'm not trying to torment you, but a lot of it, we don't need it. If these guys have been playing hockey since 2 and 3 years old, you mean they don't know hockey? And they stay in shape all year now. It's not like before where they'd go on a summer hiatus.
Listen, I said for years that the Pirates needed all the spring training they could get. And look, it's finally coming to fruition 20 years later. So listen, you got to practice what you preach. So,
little Z.
That's the fundamentals, man, because they're finally playing fundamentals.
And realistically, 95 wins is not out of the question. And I think 95 wins would win them the Central Division title. And the best thing about what the Pirates are doing right now is that they're going to go to the playoffs and they're going to win the best division in baseball. The Pirates, the Reds, and the Cardinals. There's no stronger division in baseball right now because all three of those teams are going to make the playoffs.
So you would rather see somebody from our own division in the playoffs first?
I don't care who we play.
You don't want to play the Dodgers.
It don't matter. It don't matter who we play because we're going to knock them down one at a time.
You want to play the Dodgers?
As a fan, I want to win now.
The best, you can't be the best.
As a fan, I don't play the game. I played the game, but I don't know. As a fan,
how many games are there out until they may make the playoffs?
They only need
the
6.
Magic number
is 6 is the magic
number.
number
Is 6.
And there's how many games?
And that is a combination of wins and losses by the Washington Nationals. So, you know, every time we win and the Nationals lose, the number drops by 2.
There you go, folks. Chip's always got that baseball knowledge. I missed that on Tuesday.
I know, and that's
I had
just
an
to educate
assist on
people
there.
about the magic number because we haven't heard about magic numbers here since 1992.
I know, and the other 2 words, pennant race. I promote that on Facebook all the time. People don't even know what that is. Pennant
Meaningful
race.
baseball in September.
1992 was the year.
You were just out of diapers, my friend. Your mom told me. Oh, sorry, Lois. I shouldn't have said anything. I won't quote any of that on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. No way.
Hopefully, at 8 years old, I was out of diapers.
Oh, I didn't do the math. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know this was roast Zach Brenner night.
You guys started. I had to come in with the knockout punch because this guy's so tough. He's one of the toughest guys I know that wears pink.
And diapers.
No diapers now.
At 8 years old.
I take that back.
That's what happens in Still Valley.
Well, I went to KO.
What's that stand for?
Keystone Oaks. Or knockout. You're a boxer. Think about it. Hey, speaking of boxing, did you see the fight the other night?
Yeah, dude. I hope you had Canelo smoking, Jim. I would take
He did. He had the house on him.
Good. He lost one of his houses that he has.
Well, he's still got 12 more to go.
That's cool.
That's how strong he is.
He's saying Canelo got robbed.
I think that's the first time Smoking Jim ever bet against a brother. I'm gonna have to check. I was stunned. I was surprised.
Well, he tries to mix it up all the times, but I think officially, I think that was the public Smoking Jim Frazier. And
so
then,
secretly,
well, think about it. Like, I put a lot of horse racing out there. Did you see the odds on that one horse I gave you?
that was nice. I like
133 to 1. You get $268 on that $2 bet. So, but I think he does something because he's known to frequent bookmakers. So he might be telling us one thing and then betting that smart money Mayweather out there. I'm just saying.
I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying that he actually thought that the Irish Mexican was going to knock out the champ in his heart, and he really bet with it too.
You mean the red-haired Mexican he keeps telling me about?
Yes, the red-haired Mexican went down in flames. I don't think he won a single round. So like I said to Smoking Jim, I don't think that judge should be allowed to judge boxing anymore because, I mean, he was
Did you hear what she
that
did in
jab.
another fight? I forget who it was, but she went totally opposite, even gave a guy a winning round when she did the scores with another fight. That's how outrageous she was in another boxing match.
Like, that shouldn't have been a majority decision. That should have been an unanimous decision because Floyd Mayweather won almost every round I saw, pretty much. In 12 rounds, I think he won 12.
From what I could see of the whole fight, he won every round. Because he kept saying, I think he got that one. Nah.
Well, let's not take anything away from Canelo. You know, he's going to be a young man that's going to have a bright future, you know, but you're not beating Money Mayweather when the money's on the line.
Yeah, but
he made $19,000 a second.
Who is, you know, who's his next hand-picked opponent going to be?
To be announced. To be announced.
Hey, you still got to get in the ring. You still got to fight, you know. Ask Mike Tyson, hand-picked opponents. Buster Douglas knocked his block off, you know, ruined his life pretty much with one punch. So, Mike Tyson right now, he's training pigeons. So.
No, he's a promoter now.
Oh, he's promoting?
Yeah, he has his own.
Pigeon fights?
No, that's pigeon racing. They actually have pigeon racing. I met a guy in West Virginia that had champion pigeon races. They raced across country, across the ocean. They'd sell pigeons for $5,000, $10,000 because they have their pedigrees like horses. You think it's funny,
well, every
but it's
time
like
I
horse
come up
racing.
in the projects trying to do a job, I just see all kinds of pigeons flying. So that's
No,
my knowledge of pigeons.
No.
You only use the pan at the Chinese restaurants.
Nah.
Chinese restaurants, you don't see no pigeons.
Well, that's a different story. We're talking about pigeons that are caged, fed right, they're healthy, they're good-looking pigeons.
Hey, what
yeah,
are we
racing
doing, green
pigeons,
tea?
like horses. No green tea, they should. If I had my way, you need green tea for everything. Sip by sip, have some more green tea. Stay healthy, my
I hope
friend.
the check is on the way for that green tea.
Fine, where? I got to keep buying it at Nicholas Coffee. Young Hyson, buy it by the pound. Come on over, little Z, I'll give you a sip.
Let's start getting it shipped overseas. Cut out the middleman.
That $5.79 a pound. $5.79 a
Oh,
pound.
that's great. I'm going to go buy a couple pounds tonight.
Yeah. And don't sell it in your neighborhood because you cannot smoke it, okay? Because I worked at the Post-Gazette and the statute of limitations isn't over, but they tried to smoke my green tea. And it didn't work out real well. If the dude's watching the show, dude, you know who I'm talking about.
Don't smoke the tea.
Hey, what about this boxing coming up? You've been working behind the scenes and everything. You're the security guy. You're everything. What's happening?
Well, I'm going to do the security on October 12th, and hopefully if there's some kind of money to be paid. They'll get these guys to do the broadcast on October 12th at the Green Tree Sports
We're working
Place.
on getting a date and the camera. I just talked to Dave Cable, so we need somebody to reach out to us, buddy, to tell us what's happening when we got to be there, because I just saw the fights are actually going to start at 7 o'clock
Yeah,
on
well,
the 12th.
they
What
changed
day
it.
is the 12th?
It's a Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday night at 7 p.m. the fights will be Smoking Jim. I think they allowed for you coming in on time.
That'll be a first.
Well, here,
That'll
folks,
be a BPTV first.
He told me to meet him before 8 o'clock for Saturday night. I texted him, I'm running late, which is rare. He made a comment,
Same way he likes
and I
his
beat him
steaks.
to the place.
Same way he likes his steaks.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, switching back up to the Pirates. What's your take on the Pirates now that you know they're in first place and they are going to qualify for the playoffs? How do you feel about it? Because you're one of the generation that was
Chip,
lost.
what year was PNC Park building?
2001. 2001 was when it opened.
Well, this
Yes.
past Thursday versus the Cubs was the first time that I was ever in PNC Park when they won a game since 2001, since it was built. So times they
We were
are
there
changing.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
I was there as well. Yeah, myself and my lovely wife, we witnessed.
I had a date with Brazil's sister, so I was trying to stay incognito. I was trying to fly.
We were up in the club level seats, rubbing that. And
What
I've
about-
got a really interesting Pirate fan who's been a Pirate fan since the 40s. She shared some great stories with us about the Pirates and her passion for baseball.
We need her on the show. Invite her on the show. We like talking sports here. No doubt. We'll have to get her on.
See what we can do.
Tell her next time, come on to Sip Sports Bar.
She
Talk sports.
lives in Mercer, and she commutes
she's
down
not
to
gonna
Pittsburgh
travel.
to see the Pirate games, and she's a season ticket holder. And she's got a real passion for baseball and a love of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Give a shout out to Clint Hurdle, because I don't think this team would be where it is today if it wasn't for Clint Hurdle.
You're
Neil
a Clint
Huntington.
Hurdle man now.
Yeah, I'm a Hurdle man. Not so
Wow.
much a Tomlin man, but I'm a Clint
We
Hurdle.
didn't talk football yet, Z. We'll get to that since you're not on Tuesday nights right now. You're doing that, what is it, Master Plumber Certificate thing?
Yeah, I got 10 more weeks to go. Hopefully I'm back before Thanksgiving.
We're hopeful, but I don't know, buddy. Your seat's still there. Your mother feels much better now. Lois has made comments. She's glad you're not off the show. She can sleep at night. And all those candles you lit, Lois, it didn't affect me at all. All right, we'll go to Tomlin here.
Yeah, let's go to Tomlin. Hopefully these boys come to play tonight. There goes the bride of Chucky on the telecast on the TV screen tonight. John Gruden.
Oh, they're showing Dalton. He looks sharp tonight.
That's another redheaded guy.
See,
and I
Wait, I sense a trend here.
I see
Smoking
where
Jim.
Smoking Jim's going.
He's betting the house on another redheaded guy. No offense to anybody.
But what
with
I meant to
red hair.
ask Smoking Jim, though, to clarify, since I'm not on Tuesday's show, it's 6.5 points right now the Steelers are getting from the Cincinnati Bengals in 2013. Do the Steelers lose but still cover the spread tonight?
Hold it. We're not talking gambling. We're just saying that we acknowledge that there's gambling out in the city, and he's a known gambler. What can I say? It's on him.
It's in the newspaper.
No, it's
The
in the
line
NFL.
is in the newspaper.
I know, but we're not promoting that. The 3 and 4 year olds that are watching our show who love you, that you're saying to go out and gamble. Okay?
If
'Cause
you're
these
3 and
kids-
4 years old and you can find a bookie and place to bet, take the 6.5 points for the Steelers, please. And I still love you guys. I'll still buy you ice cream.
They love you and they want to see Mini Me Z. We haven't had an appearance from Mini Me Z in a few weeks. Your fans are missing Mini Me Z.
He's guarding the belt right now, the 135-pound belt that me and Rod are trying to add to the hardware collection on October 12th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What belt is that? There's the NABA belt, which is a heavy
This
belt.
is a 135-pound Continental title.
I
And a
never heard of
Continental
that. Continental
There's so
belt.
many belts out here, folks. It's hard to keep track of, but hey, the more
As
you
long
have,
as
the
he
better off
collects
you
them
are.
all, then everybody what wants one's going to have to pay him a visit.
Correct.
Right. There's a lot of nice belts out there. To go to Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, we have a lot of the women boxers now that they're accumulating belts like crazy. I didn't know that they could get 3-4 belts smoking, Jim. Wow. So
You
we
guys weren't in
branched out.
attendance the other night when Rod and Mr. Eberhardt were getting it on down at 3rd Street Boxing Gym.
We had a
Jimmy
business
Savetic.
meeting then, so we did miss
I
it.
got some secret footage on my phone that I'll show you guys later, but it was quite intense of a session down there. Eberhardt is 6'2", 156 pounds. So I mean that's extremely lean for a young man.
Yes, it
you know,
is.
so it was quite the firework display that was going on.
Really? We got
Yeah.
to see some of that.
Anytime you get an amateur and a pro going toe to toe, it gets kind of great.
Oh, it sounds good. We're big fans of Rod, so I can't wait to see him. He looks in great shape.
Oh,
I
he's
saw a
in
couple
phenomenal
videos
shape.
that were up, and he looks in great shape, and I know he can box. There's no
Yeah, but
doubt
they're going
about
to
it.
take those videos off the internet so he don't scare his opponents away.
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
him to show up on the 12th.
Yeah, they have to show up because
You know?
he got to defend his title.
Well,
so.
they deny
Rod's
at least
gonna show up.
For
We know that.
For every 5 opponents you put in for, they deny at least 5 of them before you get one. So you always got to pick like 5 guys that you absolutely don't want to fight anyways, and then hopefully get the fight that you want. So, we got
that how-
Vasquez, we got Bergman, we got
That's what I
Rod.
heard. Who's all on the card now? So Vasquez.
Bergman, and Salka. And there's 2 other fights that I'll come back.
Okay, because I thought there were going to be about 5 fights.
Yeah, there's going to be about 5 fights. So opening bell 7 p.m. You'll get to see me. These guys will be doing their thing on the microphone. I have my choice, folks. I would rather defend you guys and protect you guys than be on the microphone. I could come here and do that on Monday and Tuesday nights.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to close the show with we'll just have some closing remarks here. Chip the Prophet Hayner, any closing remarks?
Any closing remarks? Well, just wanted to give another shout out to the Pitt Panthers. They had a pretty impressive win this past weekend at Heinz Field. And we saw the emergence of Tyler Boyd. I think this young man's going to be somebody that's going to be worth watching. Somebody else who Jim has taken a little bit of a shining to, I was extremely impressed with Johnny Football. 562 yards of offense against the #1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. And I want to tell you something. This kid is nothing but excitement. I don't care what you think about him off the field. You watch him in between the lines. It don't get any better.
Well, there you have it. We're almost done. Smoking Jim, what do you have to say?
Just real quick, just update everybody that is Gateway fans are ranked number 23rd in the country by Rivals.com. So Rivals.com is where I get all my information from.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate all the great feedback. Thanks to BPTV, Dave Cable, Bethel Park, intern John, and Aaron Ward. Good evening. Have a great night.
Bethel Park Recreation Speaker Series at the Community Center continues with Dr. Cyril Weck on Wednesday, November 20th at 7 p.m. at the Bethel Park Community Center. This is a free event sponsored by the Bethel Park Recreation and is open to the public. Dr. Weck is a world-renowned forensic pathologist, attorney, and medical legal consultant who has testified in over 1,000 civil and criminal cases around the United States and the world. Along with authoring numerous books and holding many academic appointments, Dr. Weck has appeared as a frequent guest on numerous national TV and radio programs discussing the forensics from famous cases including the Kennedy assassination and the disappearance of John Bonet Ramsey, among many others. Don't miss this unique opportunity to hear Dr. Weck speak and actively participate in a question and answer session with him about his long and distinguished career. We hope to see you at the Bethel Park Recreation Speaker Series featuring Dr. Cyril Weck on Wednesday, November 20th at 7 p.m. at Bethel Park Community Center.
BPTV. Come volunteer. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be here.
BPTV. Come on in, make a show. It's still fun after all these years.